You explain yourself too much. To people who don't really listen. To people who already misunderstood you. To people who don't even care. And every time you do it, you lose a little more of your power. Because the truth is, the moment you feel the need to constantly explain yourself, you are no longer in control. You are seeking approval. You are trying to be accepted, trying to be understood, trying to be validated by people who were never meant to see your value in the first place. And it's exhausting. Marcus Aurelius never wasted time explaining himself to the world. He focused on something far more important, controlling his own mind, because he understood a brutal truth. You don't need everyone to understand you. You need to understand yourself. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Mind Awakening channel. This video is not here to comfort you. It's here to take something away from you. Your need to explain, your need to prove, your need to be seen. Because the moment you let that go, you take your power back. And from that point on, you move differently. Quieter, stronger, untouchable. Now, let's get started. Lesson number 1. Not everyone deserves an explanation. You think explaining yourself will fix things, that if you just say it clearly enough, they'll finally understand you. But they won't, because people don't misunderstand you by accident. They misunderstand you based on their own perspective, and no amount of explaining can change that. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He didn't waste energy trying to control how others saw him. He focused on who he actually was. The harsh truth: the more you explain yourself to the wrong people, the more you lower your own value. So learn this. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves an explanation. Sometimes silence is your answer. Lesson number 2. The need to be understood is a hidden weakness. You want people to get you, to see your intentions, to recognize your effort, to understand your heart. But why? Because deep down, you want validation. And that need is where your power leaks. Marcus Aurelius didn't need to be understood. He needed to be aligned with himself. That's the difference. The moment you depend on others to validate your truth, you lose control over your own identity. The harsh truth: you don't need to be understood by everyone. You need to be clear within yourself. Because once you truly know who you are, misunderstanding no longer shakes you. Lesson number 3. Over-explaining is often insecurity in disguise. Pay attention to this. Every time you over-explain, you're trying to protect something: your image, your worth, your place in someone else's eyes. But confidence doesn't speak that much. It doesn't rush to defend itself. It doesn't panic when questioned. Marcus Aurelius carried authority without needing to prove it, because real strength is quiet. The harsh truth: if you feel the need to constantly justify yourself, it's not because others demand it. It's because you don't fully trust yourself yet. And that's where the work is. Not in explaining more, but in becoming so grounded that you no longer feel the need to explain at all. Before we go deeper, take a moment and be honest with yourself. Do you often feel the need to explain yourself to others? Yes or no? Drop your answer in the comments below. Your perspective might help someone else realize something about themselves. And if this message is hitting you, if you're starting to see where you've been giving away your power, take a second to subscribe to the channel. It supports this journey and helps us keep creating content that actually wakes people up. Now, let's continue. Lesson number 4. Your life is not a debate. Stop defending it. You act like your life is something that needs approval, like every decision you make, yes, has to be explained, justified, and accepted by others. So you defend yourself, your choices, your path, your way of thinking. But here's the truth. Your life is not a debate. Marcus Aurelius didn't argue his existence. He lived it. The harsh reality? The more you defend your life, the more you invite judgment into it. Because you're giving others permission to question you. So stop explaining. Live your decisions. Stand by your actions. Let your results speak. Because the strongest statement you can make is not what you say, it's how you live. Lesson number 5. People will judge you anyway, so save your energy. No matter what you do, people will form opinions. If you speak, they judge. If you stay silent, they judge. If you succeed, they judge. If you fail, they judge. So why are you trying so hard to control it? Marcus Aurelius understood that other people's opinions are outside your control, and anything outside your control is not worth your peace. The harsh truth? You are exhausting yourself trying to manage something that will happen anyway. So let them think. Let them misunderstand. Let them talk. Because the moment you stop trying to control how you are seen, you free up energy for something far more important, becoming who you actually want to be. Lesson number 6. Silence protects your power. At every time you speak, you reveal something. Your thoughts, your plans, your emotions. And not everyone needs access to that. Marcus Aurelius valued restraint because silence is not weakness, it is protection. The harsh truth, the more you talk, the more exposed you become. People read you, predict you, use what you say against you. But when you are silent, you observe more, you think clearly, you stay in control. So choose your words carefully. Not everything needs to be shared. Not everything needs to be explained, because sometimes your silence is what keeps your power intact. Lesson number 7. Let your actions replace your words. You want people to believe you, so you explain, you promise, you try to convince them. But words don't build respect. Actions do. Marcus Aurelius didn't try to prove himself with words. He proved himself through consistency. The harsh truth? The more you talk about who you are, the less convincing it becomes. Because real strength doesn't announce itself. It shows up quietly, repeatedly, undeniably. So stop explaining your intentions. Live them. Stop telling people what you're going to do. Do it. Because when your actions become consistent, you won't need to explain anything. Your life will speak for you. Lesson number 8. The more you explain, the less mysterious you become. There is power in being unknown. Not everything about you needs to be clear, exposed, or understood. But when you explain too much, you remove that power. You make yourself predictable, easy to read, easy to judge. Marcus Aurelius didn't reveal everything he thought. He kept his mind disciplined and private. The harsh truth? The more people think they fully understand you, the less they respect you. Because mystery creates presence. It creates curiosity. It creates distance. So stop oversharing. Let people wonder. Let them interpret. Because when you say less, you give your presence more weight. Lesson number 9. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be true. This is where most people lose themselves. They adjust their behavior to be accepted. They change their words to avoid conflict. They explain themselves to stay liked. And slowly, they become someone they don't recognize. Marcus Aurelius didn't live to be liked. He lived to be aligned with his values. The harsh truth? If you need everyone to like you, you will betray yourself. So choose approval or authenticity, because you can't have both, and the moment you stop trying to be liked, you start becoming real. Lesson number 10. When you know who you are, you become untouchable. At the end of everything, this is what it comes down to. Clarity. When you know who you are, you don't need to explain. When you trust your path, you don't need to defend it. When you are grounded, you don't need validation. Marcus Aurelius built his strength from within, not from how others saw him, but from how he saw himself. The harsh truth? Confusion makes you talk more. Clarity makes you silent. Because when you are certain, there is nothing to prove. So do the work. Know your values. Know your direction. Know your standards. Because once you do, you don't just become stronger, you become untouchable. Conclusion. So in the end, this was never about other people. It was about you, your need to be understood, your need to be accepted, your need to prove that you are worthy. And without realizing it, that need has been draining your power. Because every time you explain yourself unnecessarily, you hand over control of your identity to someone else. But these Stoic lessons bring you back to yourself, back to clarity, back to control. The deeper lesson is simple, but hard to accept. You don't need to be understood to be valuable. You just need to be aligned. So how do you apply this? Start with awareness. The next time you feel the urge to explain, pause. Ask yourself, is this necessary? If not, stay silent. Let your actions speak. Let your consistency prove. Let your life show who you are. Because real power is quiet, and it doesn't ask for permission to exist. And if this message made you reflect, if it helped you see where you've been giving your power away, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps this journey alive, and there's so much more we're about to build together. Now, say less and become more. Thank you for taking the time to watch until the end of the video. See you in the next videos.